Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my Martin Pie, not the way I do love you. Oh, holy moly, me, oh my, you're the apple of my eye. Girl, I've never found like you.
4 things we wish we knew before starting van life. Number 1, how incredibly hard it is on our bodies. Since starting this lifestyle, our bodies have become so tight and sore, it's crucial to stretch daily. Number 2, how often we would be completely without cell service and Wi-Fi. Even with a Verizon hotspot, unlimited AT&T, Sprint, and T-Mobile data, we still face many dead zones, which makes it impossible to work. Number 3, how much food and gas adds up to. By far, this is our biggest expense that takes the deepest toll on our wallets. And number 4, how often we'd be pooping outside. We choose to only go number 1 in our portable toilet, and we spend most of our time in nature away from cities and public restrooms. So it's been quite the experience figuring out where is best to do our business on a daily basis.
Running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you sing the song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Is this movie that I think you like?
You all asked how to make money while living in a bus. So here are 25 plus remote jobs you can do while living on the road. Screenshot these and remember that there are hundreds of job opportunities out there, especially remote ones. Tag a friend below that would love to travel full time.
Here's how we keep warm in our van during the winter. We have a heater under our seat that connects to our diesel tank. Super efficient, and we have this control panel right here where we can control the temperature. It even comes with a remote to keep by our bed. It's also super important to have good window covers. They really help keep all the heat inside the van. Super cozy. We used to have a rug, but it got ruined, so now we just wear socks to keep our feet warm.
I live in my van and this is my night routine. I just got to my camping spot. I go over a couple safety precautions, which I can go over in another video if you guys are interested, and then window covered. The van is disgusting right now. I have to clean it. I have to. After cleaning up that mess, I decided to watch some TV and I made some dinner. If you live in your vehicle, you know that Mr. Noodles is actually a food group, so that's what I have for dinner. As per usual, I then wash my face in my tap, which is actually this big blue jug that I carry around. I brush my teeth. I finished up my skincare and then I decided I was going to make some tea, so here I am just doing that before I get ready for bed. I make sure all my doors are locked, I read a couple chapters, and then I watched Aquamarine, and then lights out.
Don't wanna get ahead of myself, feeling things I've never felt. It's kind of hard for me to explain her personality and everything.
Yeah, fuck no, I go where I want to, but I'm stuck in my bedroom. I'm telling lies to keep my...
This is how I keep my van incognito so nobody bothers me. I didn't install any side windows. Instead, I installed a skylight so I can still have a little sunlight that shines through. I didn't put any big solar panels on top of my bed. Instead, I went with the thin ones because they're a little bit more low-key. I also got blackout curtains, which are really well because you can't even see any light coming through. So I can just chill in my bed and enjoy the peace.
Oh, Wednesday's at that very special age when a girl has only one thing on her mind. Boys.
Homicide. Today I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why van life is not for everyone. Number 1, logistics. If not knowing where you're going to sleep every night scares you, then van life may not be for you. It's a daily task to scour the apps and figure out where to safely sleep each night. And the reality is, sometimes your best bet is going to be a Walmart parking lot or a rest stop. Number 2, loneliness. Van life tends to put you in some very beautiful, yet very remote locations. For some, an extended amount of alone time is ideal, but for others, excess alone time can get quite lonely. If you're planning on being a solo traveler, be sure to get comfortable with being alone a lot. And number 3, lack of everyday conveniences, like a regular-sized fridge or an unlimited amount of water. While van life offers unique outdoor experiences, living in a van does force you to become a true minimalist and give up everyday typical conveniences, like a dishwasher, a washer and dryer, a normal functioning shower and toilet, and definitely reliable cell service and Wi-Fi. If you can't live without these, then house life is probably better for you.
My favorite thing about living in a van right now is the slow, warm, cozy, autumnal mornings that I've been having lately. I mean, I've been waking up, doing some work on my computer in front of these incredible, beautiful, cozy views, and I don't know what to say. I mean, life is good. I live in a van, and I can change my backyard whenever I want. Nah, 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 nah.
I've got a record player that was made in 2014. Dyed my hair blue, it came out of C6 sorted green. I like vintage dresses when they fall just below my knees. I pretend I scraped them climbing in the trees. I've got a record player that was made in 2014. Dyed my hair blue, it came out of C6 sorted green. I like vintage dresses when they fall just below my knees. I pretend I scraped them climbing in the trees.
How we stay safe while living in a van.
Number 1, we always make sure that we're able to go straight out of any campsite we're at.
This is a free campsite, so we made sure that we told our families where we were and how long we plan on being here.
I have multiple friends and family who have my location at all times, so they can know where I am.
We try to stay at campsites that have service, but sometimes it's just not possible. We lock our doors at night and put window coverings so people can't see inside.
I also don't post where I am until after I've left.
And last but not least, if we ever get a weird feeling, we just leave. And that's how we stay safe while living in a van.
Yeah, fuck no, I go where I want to, but I'm stuck in my bedroom. I'm telling lies to keep myself from hurting those around you. Yeah, after all these years I found you, I found you.
Nah, 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 nah.
Here are some of the not-so-fun sides of our time living in a van traveling Australia. Having to do laundry at a laundromat and make our bed in such a small space, finding places to fill up on water and shopping for groceries more frequently, driving through the heat with absolutely zero air conditioning, having to wash off using our bucket or tracking down a public shower that's oftentimes very, very cold. And then the inevitable breakdowns. Some of them are minor, some of them are major, all of them are unwanted. A few times when roadside assistance wasn't able to help us, we've had to actually sleep outside the mechanics. There are also the small things like the fact that things get dirty and can break very easily. But even with all of those downsides that we listed, this is hands down the best decision we ever made, and we're feeling very, very lucky to be able to experience something so amazing.
Yeah, fuck no, I go where I want to, but I'm stuck in my bedroom.
Hi guys, we're Court and Nate, and for the past 2 years we've been living full-time out of our self-converted home on wheels with our dog Tonkins. And today we're starting a new series where we offer tips to help you get started on your van life journey. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get a good idea of what your budget is and start planning. And it's important to remember that van life can be done on any budget. Big or small, there's a way to make it work for you. When looking at your budget, it's important to get realistic about what amenities you can and can't live without. As far as we're concerned, things like running water and electricity could be considered luxuries and aren't necessary to enjoy this lifestyle, but they could make it a little more comfortable. Then you want to think about what kind of van to get. If you plan to spend the majority of your time outside, a smaller van with a lower roof might work great for you. But if you plan to spend a lot of time inside, you might want a little more space and to be able to stand up straight.
Spoiled living in a camper, you say? Well, I guess we'll show you.
Who needs a dishwasher when you can do them by hand every day?
Spoiled? Who needs 10-foot ceilings when you got 6'4" ones?
Spoiled? We got one of them built-in mini fridge freezer combo going on.
Spoiled? Now who needs a big old fancy house when you got yourself a kitchen, you got yourself a living room and a dining room all together?
Spoiled? And who doesn't love emptying their pitcher every single day?
Spoiled.
So why do I live out of a van in Google? First is wellness. Instead of commuting 2 hours a day, I get to work out in the morning before work and then go for a run in the afternoon. Financially, instead of spending my money on rent, I get to put it all to retirement and a down payment. Instead of getting an Airbnb on the weekend, I can just move my van and sleep wherever I want to. Google has everything covered from bathrooms to showers to laundry to amazing food. The last reason is that I have everything I need in the van. It's really nice to live simplistically with less stuff, and at the end of the day, I'm happy with it.